everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a weather update for the UK for the next week to 10 days. I haven't done a UK update for a while now, as I've been focusing on the tropical regions. Like there was two cyclones in Australia, and then there's one now, but I'm not really talking about it because it's not going to affect any land. I've been focusing on like typhoon route tip and that, and then obviously some hurricane updates and that for the season ahead. So I haven't really had the chance to do some updates for the UK, but I might just decided to do an update for the UK because there is some like stuff that could happen in the next few days, and it looks like we could be getting some easterly winds coming in from the northeast, but it's not as cold as like it could have been if it was in January. Because if it was in January, it like towards like the peak of the winter season, the temperatures like would have been a lot colder coming in from the east. But it is still quite impressive because I'm going to show you here, because like to get the -5 isotherm in mid-April is very rare, because because at this point in the year, to get the coldest air masses is like from the north, because like the continent is starting to warm up now, because obviously the sun's starting to get higher up in latitude and it's starting to come towards the northern hemisphere. So obviously the ground's going to heat up more like rapidly for long because of the longer days and that. So to get the -5 like from the east at this time of year is very, very, very rare, and we could see some snow flurries coming in off the east coast, but it's just hard to say. But like the upper air temperatures are there and the dew points are there as well, so we're just gonna have to see like what the higher res models are showing in the days to come. So if we go on towards Friday, you can see the high pressure starting to build up more towards Scandinavia, and like the winds are starting to come in from the east. It's quite slack at the moment, so the temperatures and like the upper air like temperatures can't really come in as quick because it's not like a strong long fetched easterly, but like it is like starting to come in from the east. And if you look at the upper air temperatures, it is quite cold. The -10 isotherm is like towards the Norway Denmark area. So it's pretty rare to have them temperatures from the east at that time of year, as I've said. So we're gonna like see what's gonna happen as we're going further on. So if we go on, the high pressure starts to establish itself even more, and it starts to build up even further north, and the winds starting to go more to like more towards the northeasterly, and like the winds are getting a bit stronger. And as you can see here, the -5 isotherm is starting to come in towards the UK, and then as we go on towards Saturday and Sunday, it really starts to turn more of a stronger easterly wind. And obviously here the upper air temperatures are starting to go below like -5, like so towards like -6, 7 isotherm. But the more it stays like from an easterly, that kind of cold air, it'll start to fizzle out, and then obviously it'll start to draw more like warmer air from the continent from the east. So it won't like sustain itself the -5 isotherm, so it'll be there for probably a few days. But like with this setup, we could see some snow showers, because obviously the North Sea is like warmer relative to the upper air temperatures, so that could create some instability. And obviously the North Sea is the moisture, and then that could create some convective snow showers. So we're just gonna have to see like what's gonna happen. Then as we go on, the eastie starts to get more of a southeasterly component. It's starting to come towards from the kind of Greece area, so like it's coming like more from like a south influence, and you can definitely see here we're starting to drop them like the zero like isotherms is like starting to come up, instead of like the -5s. So obviously it's like more of a southerly influence. And as we go on, the winds are starting to come even more like from the southeasterly, so it's just starting to drain out the colder air. But if this was in like January though, if like this chart was here, it would have been a lot colder, because the continent in like January like would be very cold. So it would have been a different story in like January. But if we look now, it's just a lot like milder, and like this for the 17th of April. So it is in the unreliable time frame, but it is like showing it quite constantly. But we're just gonna have to wait and see like what's gonna happen like in the future. So like with this, it could be, well, it won't be cold, but like it'll be cool on the east coast. But if you're inland, it could be quite pleasant. But yeah, like it's just a shame that it's just like happening in April instead of like January. So as we go on, like it's just coming even more from the southeast here. It's coming all the way from the Mediterranean. So like the upper air temperatures are getting towards the 5 isotherm, and and there's a lot like warmer air towards the Greece area, so we could see like temperatures like probably starting to rise even further. But like as I said, it's an unreliable time frame. And as we go on, it's still like maintaining an easterly wind, and then Atlantic starts to break through. But this is quite interesting. So we could be getting a slight northerly to northwesterly wind here, but obviously it won't last long because it's quite slack. And then it looks like the high pressure starting to form through, and then it looks like we're getting the winds from like more for the like more from the Atlantic, so it could be quite mild for like with that as well. If we look at the ACM here, so it's basically the same thing. So as we go on to Saturday and Sunday, the high pressure starts to sustain itself, but like it's not as strong as the GFS. But ooh, well, if you look at the upper air temperatures, it's nowhere near as cold as what the GFS is saying. But as I've said constantly, if this is in January, it could be a lot like colder, especially. But obviously now it's in mid-April, as I said, the sun's stronger now, so it's not going to be as cold. Then as we go on, the high pressure starts to retrogress. It looks like to like more towards the west, and then there it just looks pretty unsettled. Actually, I think that's a slight low pressure with that system there. So I think if that comes off, it could be quite wet. Yeah, we could see some showers with that. If you look at the GFS ensemble members, so the black line is the mean. So there's 20 ensemble members. So the black line is the average of like what all the ensemble members are showing, and then they average it out. So basically, the upper air temperatures is obviously going to start to drop off, and like the average is -6.6. So it's definitely cold enough for snow. But obviously, as I showed, the GFS and ensembles are not really showing snow, but the GFS isn't that good at picking it up. So we're gonna have to look at the higher res models in the days to come to see what they're showing. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be below average until around the 17th of April. And it looks like we're going to start to go above average, and then just stay around average. But as I keep we go on, it starts to spread more. So there's more uncertainty, so we can't like worry about that as we go on. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. And like there are some very cool ensemble members here with like almost like ensemble like member 20 and 17. But we're just gonna have to say like what's gonna happen in the future really. But like it definitely looks like it could be quite cold in like the next week or so. If we look at the 2 meter temperatures here, so it's like, gonna start to tail off, but like the ensembles don't really forecast the temperatures that well. So if that was to come off the easterly winds with the -5 to the -8 isotherm, we could see temperatures of around 5 degrees or so. So like it's obviously over it's like over estimating the temperatures here, and then obviously as we go on, it's like going to start getting milder because on some like members are shown it's going to get like milder. So also obviously the temperatures are starting to rise. So it could be quite cold for the next week though. If you look at the dew points here, so this is important for the next week. So obviously if we get the easterly wind and the isotherms below -5, so if the dew point's below zero, anything convective over land, it'll be falling as snow. So anything below zero, it'll be like 100% snow. So as you can see here, and this is for Newcastle by the way, the dew points are staying below zero here. So anything convective, it'll be a snow for like the next like week or so, like with the easterly wind. Then as we go on, the dew points are going to start to rise, and then they're just going to stay pretty high dew points. So like we're just gonna have to like focus for the next week to see what the actual higher res models show for the snow potential. But I do think there could be snow potential because like obviously the temperature like contrast between the upper air temperatures and obviously the sea surface temperatures are different. So that's going to create instability, and then obviously the North Sea's moisture. So that's going to create convective snow showers. And as you can see here, it's not really like forecasting any snow. But as I've said constantly, it doesn't like pick up on snow too well. So we're gonna have to see what the higher like reds model shows. So we're just gonna have to see on that. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And yeah, I just thought I would do an update for the UK because I haven't done that for a while because I've been too focused on the tropics. And this will be the same for as we're going to hurricane season. If there's any like hurricanes to talk about, or typhoons to talk about, or cyclones, or whatever, I'm going to be starting to focus on them because they're like more important events to cover. So if there's a hurricane that could threaten land in the States, obviously I'm going to have to focus on that more because that's obviously more important to talk about, and obviously to warn the States about it, and same for cyclones or typhoons or whatever. So yeah, guys, I hope you found the video very interesting and informative, and yeah, it could be pretty cool for the next few days, especially in the east. We could see some snow showers. We're just going to see on that. So yeah, guys, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.